All right, everybody, welcome back to our Juneteenth celebration here on Games Done Quick. I've been your host, Champrul, and I'm sad. It's the last run of the day, of the weekend. He started it off, this marathon, with PT, and now he is here to wrap it up. It is ThePresidentNoir with Super Metroid, not Mega Man. Some may think it's Mega Man. I don't know who would, but it's Super Metroid. Prez, good luck on this randomizer.
Oh gosh, thank you so much. Good evening, afternoon, night, good time zone. I know there are many people watching from many places all over the globe. Welcome. If you don't know me, I am ThePresidentNoir. I did in fact have the honor of beginning this marathon alongside Pleasantly Twisted with a Monster Hunter Wild showcase, and I agree. I am both sad but also happy to see all of the beautiful runs and all of the amazing talent that's been on display all of this weekend. And so make sure, chat, you are hyping it up in chat for everybody who's responsible for this, for Games Done Quick, for all of the great hosting, all of the great staff. This has been an amazing time. We are going to be playing Super Metroid. However, if you haven't been watching Super Metroid on Twitch, you may not know exactly what's going on. This is a map randomizer. The entirety of the game has been flipped on its head. So all of the items are in different locations. All of the rooms connect in a different way than they normally would in vanilla. And our job is to clear all bosses and then defeat Mother Brain. And so unlike in the regular game where you have to find what's called the Golden 4 room, we have to track down all of these boss locations. And once we've done that, then we'll gain access to Mother Brain. Also, you may notice, if you have familiarity with the game, you already may be asking what's going on, because that's certainly not a Samus icon. And I'll explain that as we go into the game. So when you randomize and generate a seed with Map Randomizer, you also have the option of selecting a custom sprite. And of all of the sprites that I've used, Buff Kirby seems to be the crowd favorite, and it was only right that I brought it back and brought it for GDQ. So I hope you all enjoy, and for those of you who play Super Metroid and perhaps have found yourself maybe intimidated by the map randomizer, don't be. It's super fun. It's a great way to play the game, and I think you'll enjoy it as well. That being stated, let me make sure all of my settings are right. Controller looks good. All right, Champ, you want to count us down for the last run?
Oh man, the last countdown. All right, in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Oh, that's an ominous start.
That is not what I like to hear.
As we start, no, I don't like the way that statue was immediately. So the first thing we want to do is try to locate some basic items. So things like the bomb, charge beam, even like something like a suit, like a Varia or a gravity suit would be great to find early. And just to kind of explain what I'm talking about with the suits, in Super Metroid, there are certain rooms that are covered either by lava or by water. When they're covered by water, you require the gravity suit, otherwise you move very slow and cannot jump very high. And if the room is on fire, you take damage as you're going through the room, and you're required then to get the Varia suit, which protects you from that heat damage. So I'm going to be looking for those rooms. This is a very good room to find early, because this room has 3 guaranteed items in it, one of which is going to be locked behind me finding some sort of bomb. So hopefully we have a nice rando and they give me some bombs early. Well, Morph Ball is good. Morph Ball is also a necessary thing, because there's many areas that you cannot get into without being able to morph into a ball. It is exactly what it says on the tin. We're going to come down here. I'm going to get a little life, just, marathon safety things. And let's see what our second item is. It's bombs. Great. Well, it's power bombs. So power bombs are great because there's certain blocks that you absolutely cannot get. Oh, this is even better. Oh, you're being nice to me. You know what? Let me not say that too early, right? So first of all, let me finish what I was saying. Power bombs, there are certain doors and certain blocks that you cannot get by without power bombs. The problem is they are limited. Unlike Samus's bomb upgrade to the suit, which allows you to do an unlimited amount of bombs, but they cannot destroy every door. So what I'm going to be looking for is nice. E-tanks is good. What I'm going to be looking for is the bomb upgrade, so that way I do not have to panic every time I go into a room with a certain amount of bombs and worry about whether or not it's going to be a one-way. Do I want to go through here yet? Where's the map? Let me see. Oh, never mind. We do want to go through here. All right. So anytime I come to a new area, the first thing I need to be looking for is the map room, which if you look in the top right corner, you'll see there's a room that has like a white square with kind of a checker pattern to it. And that, I didn't need to do that, but that's okay. All right. That's not so okay. All right, so what that means then is that I was hoping that area would lead to the map room, like wrap around some kind of way. Because it doesn't, and that requires super missiles, I cannot... Let's see here. Oops. Let's go back up. Promise we know how to wall jump. All right, let's check up here, see how this wraps. This is fine. Probably... gonna come down here and hopefully this is just a hallway. Oh, okay. So good and bad. Good news is I know how to get to the map room. Bad news is I'm going to need bombs in order to do it. And as you may have ascertained, I'm out of those. So I've got to find a way to get some bombs and get them quickly. Part of me wants to farm those crabs, but I think what I'm gonna do, what is probably, wait, let's see. Can I go back this way? So yeah, the thing about map randomizers is you're basically making decisions on I'm not even gonna be able to go back this way because I need a bomb to get back that way in the first place. All right, we are going to have to farm the crabs, and if the crabs cannot provide us with bombs, then I may have to do a back to my previous save, which is okay. Not the biggest deal in the world, but it would be nice if they would provide me what I need. So we're going to do a little bit of farming here. I just need one. I can go back to my previous save after. The good thing about the map randomizer is even if you go back to a previous save, perfect. So even if you go back to a previous save, the map randomizer retains all of the map knowledge that you have. So if you need to revert to an old save, you still have all of the revealed tiles beforehand. All right, let's make a plan. So on the map, you'll see these filled in white circles. Those are items of progression. Those are the most important things. The hollowed out circles are E-tanks or reserve tanks or more life for us. We need those as well. And then an X is either going to be a super missile or a power bomb. And then the square, the white square, is going to be regular missiles. What I'm looking for right now, all of the filled in circles, because those are the most important things to me. So I see, it looks like I should be able to go down and to the right and get one item. I can't access these two missiles yet, and I might be able to get that. Hopefully that's like super missiles. I think the first thing we do is, but then I'm going to be out of bombs anyway. All right, you know what? I'm going to do this instead. So remember I said I keep map retention even though all of the items themselves have reset. So I'm going to go and collect the two things that were available to me here. And then I'm not going to burn those power bombs, so I can go and look into some other rooms and see what else is going to be available to me outside of that. So just kill y'all again, just so y'all are out the way. Grab bomb, or excuse me, morph ball, excuse me.
I gotta say, I noticed Kirby had another outfit change. Chat is confused on the pants or socks or.
So those are pants. They do tend to resemble thigh-high boots, which I'll also accept. We'll also accept Kirby being fabulous and wearing thigh highs. But the reason they change color are based off of what suit I currently wear. So right now, I have the gravity suit, which in the vanilla game would turn Samus purple. And so in Just, it also turns Kirby's pants or thigh-high boots purple.
Chat, are they pants
here.
or boots? We need an answer on this.
All right, chat. One if they're pants, two if they're boots. You be the judge. You let me know right now. I'm gonna go up here actually. So now that I have gravity, all of this stuff I was afraid of, I can now do freely. Can't go in there because I need ice beam. But pretty sure I could at least grab these missiles.
A lot of twos in chat. I think we're team boots, but I do see another contender of leggings.
You know, leggings I think are also acceptable here. I would not be mad at leggings. All right, so we've got some missiles. That means I can freely go through some doors. I'm also going to put up a little energy to the rando gods, and hopefully this item to the left is going to be super missiles. That would make my life extremely easier based off what I see. All right, I'll take a little hit here. That's fine. Yes, awesome. All right, so now that I have super missiles, I can get into any of the ammo doors. Another thing that's different about this than vanilla Super Metroid is in vanilla, the only thing that holds you away from getting into a door is either having a missile, a super missile, a power bomb, or if you need to kill all the animals in the room. In Map Randomizer, there's also the possibility that you need a particular ammo type. So you may need ice beam or wave beam or the charge beam in order to get by a door as well. And so right now, all of the things that I saw look like they were held back by super missile. Yeah, there's one item right there. And then that is a room with two doors that close on the end. I can only hope that that is not the room with the silver space pirates in it, because if it is, that would present a problem. Here, though, gonna check this room out real quick. Okay, lovely, lovely. Let's see what we get here. Ice, great. So that door that I couldn't get in earlier, that I saw that was locked behind a blue gate, that's now going to be accessible to me. I just need to kill this real quick because they will still hurt. If you are a speedrunner but not a map rando runner, you may be thinking, well, if I got gravity, I have all of the protection I need, because having gravity suit in the game actually gives you the benefit of both Varia and gravity. However, in this game, in map rando, it doesn't work that way. If you get gravity suit, you only get 50% of the protection you would normally get, and you still get burned in rooms. So I still will need to find Varia in order to continue to progress throughout the rando. All right, so the next thing I want to get is that item right there, which is, I can see it's an E-tank. I know I'm going to need at least a bomb to access that. I could also check this first. Let's do that. And so, let me go ahead and grab that. This beginning portion of the rando is really just me grabbing all of the items of progression that I see, because ideally I never have to come back here again. If we get everything and then we continue to adventure forward, best case scenario is we never see this area beyond this. I'll end up skipping a lot of E-tanks and a lot of missile tanks, because realistically the only thing I need are 3 E-tanks and Varia, gravity, charge beam, ice beam, and I can complete the game. Everything else is optional and nice to have. Like, I'd very much love to have, oh wait, hold on. Ooh, I'm bugging. Please give me bombs, give me bombs. Yes, well, I need 3. So what about you? All right, so I need 3 bombs to get across this little bridge of sand, because otherwise I just sink down, and that's not good. So we got to farm this for an extra bomb. Let's all hope for good item RNG, because sometimes they like to troll for the things that you need, as they are currently. That's fine. We'll do that again. And that's what a lot of this is, especially before you find like regular bombs. It's just farming and trying to get as much as you can. Like if you know certain speedrun tricks, you can get past areas without needing, certain ammunition. But here, definitely in need of the bombs. And here's the last one. If I had spring ball, that also would be fine, but probably don't expect that for a minute. I'm gonna farm here. There's just like a little enemy spawner right here, so you'll kind of constantly see explosions, and I just want to find some more bombs if possible. It should be much faster here than it was with the other enemies, except they are trying to prove me wrong. Come on, bombs. There we go, perfect. There we go.
It is a randomizer.
Randomize is going to randomize, that's for sure. All right, so we are going to go over here. Let's see if I can get up here. Can you? There we go. All right, so we got to get up in this little cavern, which is not. There we go. Perfect. Got to be careful because these are still going to give me a decent amount of pain, based off the fact that I only have half the suit that I need. All right, and let's see. Whoa, okay, hold on. Well, we have what we need for this. This is fine. Actually, I was just ill prepared to see that. So let's see. And you. Now, the good thing about Map Randomizer is when you kill those Metroids, they are dead for good. So I don't have to worry about coming back in the room and killing them again. Ooh, bomb, lovely. Oh, thank you, Lord. All right, so now that I have the regular bomb upgrade, I do not have to panic every time I go into a room and wonder whether or not I'm going to basically soft lock myself by not being able to bomb out of it. So that opens up a lot of exploration. I took that just out of no concern for my life whatsoever, just taking random damage. All right. So Champ, how are you enjoying Mega Man so far?
Mega Man is it's great. And so chat, just to let y'all in on this. Prez has been doing these randomizers for quite some time now. I was scrolling through Twitch as I do. I could have looked at the category that Prez was streaming. However, I just stumbled in as I'm on my way to sleep soon, and I'm like, oh, I see her playing Mega Man.
And it has been Mega Man ever since.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right, so now we came through. We were able to get that additional E-tank. I was able to get out because we have Ice Beam. Looking around, there's one final item of progression, which is down there. Don't see anything else that I feel like I need to worry about so much. So just make sure I see the path properly. Yes. All right. Do I see the path properly? Yeah, I do. So yeah, again, actually it's not such a big deal now. At first I was like, if it's the Silver Pirates room, I would kind of panic, but realistically I can kill them with super missiles, which I currently have. So I will just make sure that I properly pile up on those. Now the thing about it, right, you may have noticed the super missiles came way faster than the power bombs. There is a percentage chance that each enemy will drop a specific item, and power bombs tend to be the least percentage across enemies. I think mostly because they expect you to get it mid-game, so they don't really drop them that much, where you need missiles and super missiles way more often than you would need power bomb, except in a randomizer randomizer, it hurts because when you haven't found the suit upgrade yet, you are literally trying to scavenge for every single power bomb that you can. Unless you have Spring Ball, then again, that kind of alleviates a lot of problems for you. All right, going to do a skip called Moonfall if I can get it. There we go. So all that extra speed you just saw, you saw how like things kind of glitched out for a second. You're not supposed to be able to fall that fast, but there's a trick that you can do, kind of a bit to explain, but basically if you're walking backwards while shooting and then you do a spin jump, the programming kind of loses control of Samus's vertical fall speed and turns you into a torpedo. All right, so let me get kind of troublesome sometimes when you don't have high jump boost, but we got it. Okay, here. And earlier, somebody was in chat was talking about the arm pumps. If you've ever watched somebody play Super Metroid, Charge Beam, by the way, one of the key items we need to complete the game. So very happy that just popped up. But if you've ever seen somebody play Super Metroid and you wondered why they do this little move, the explanation is that when Samus is moving forward and you do that motion at the same time, Samus is moved forward 1 pixel every time you hit the pump. And so the more you can do it, the more you move your character forward. And for speedrunning purposes, that just means you're going faster. I wasn't thinking about it at the moment because I'm trying to, put plans together as far as the actual randomizer is concerned. But hello, can we spin? Thank you. I'm going to save. I didn't have to use that super bomb. That was force of habit, but it's okay. I'm just going to take this save out of safety just in case things go tragically wrong, because we have every item now that's in this area and we got to decide where we're going to go. As a matter of fact, let's decide where we're going to go. All right, so there's wrecked ship. Each letter you see is a different location. Wrecked ship is being held back by Spazer. That's what that color is, so I can't get that yet. Criteria, which is where our ship is going to be, is with Charge Beam, and Meridia has a super missile, and then I can just go up to Norfair. Criteria seems to be closest, and I just got Charge Beam, so it feels like the right thing to do. So that's where we're going to go next. I'm going to turn Ice Beam off for 1 second. If I could also climb properly, then it would matter. There we go. So the reason I turned Ice Beam off right there is because when you shoot enemies with an Ice Beam where you would normally kill them, they instead freeze. Cool when you're trying to use enemies as ledges, not cool when you're trying to climb up a room as quickly as possible. So it was kind of getting in my way. All right, let's get up here. Y'all get out of my way, please. Some more missiles. There's another missile room here as well, which we can safely get because we have bombs. Go ahead and break that. And then a quick little charge opens up that door. All right, let's not die, first of all. So that room right there that I ran out of, oh my God, oh, hold on. All right, wait. I'll explain what just happened in a second. Let me get to safety. All right, so 2 things just happened back to back. First of all, the room that's to my left is a room that's a Varia room, so I'm gonna lose damage when I'm in there. The room next to it, when I was trying to get the criteria, requires a wave beam to get through. Otherwise, I would have got pulled through a hole, and it may have been a one-way. I'm going to do a speed run trick called a mock ball to get back home, hopefully. There we go. So normally you would be stuck. Those gates would shut you off and you would not be able to run fast enough to get past there. However, if you do this trick where right as you're about to hit the ground, you hit a morph ball, you retain momentum and go for it just fast enough to be able to get past those gates. Since we can't go to Criterion, I don't think I want to take that much damage. I could go to Meridia to the right side. I feel like, though, I want to check Norfair instead. I'm going to do that just because I feel like seeing that wave door makes me feel like Criteria is a bit a ways away from all the things that I would be capable of right now. We just saved not too long ago. We're fine. Let's go this way. Can we get up here? Thank you. Yeah, one of the things like wall jumps and so I've been running this game not on a regular console pretty much like the entirety of the time that I've been streaming it, and my community just recently blessed me with a real Super Nintendo console. So this is legitimately my first time doing a run for an event on a real console, and it feels amazing. It feels amazing. The timing is a little different, so every once in a while I find myself doing something a little earlier than I would normally have, just simply because it feels different, but I love it. I absolutely love it. And again, shout out to my community, the administration. Yes. I appreciate you. Oh God,
that is awesome.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you so much. He just has to scream about it. It's
Absolutely. All right, so we are headed to Norfair. Hopefully Norfair has good news for us. This is all right. Let's see what item we have up here. Oh, Varia, lovely. Okay, I made the right decision coming here. So now that I have the Varia suit, I'm fully protected. I don't have to worry about getting extra E-tanks for the Mother Brain fight. I can go through any room that's currently lit ablaze. Life is good. Life is good. We're actually in a good spot right now. All right, there's a guaranteed item over here. Didn't mean to jump down here. Hopefully it's not X-ray. Chat, I want you to do me a favor. If you see me pick up the X-ray, I want you to say boo, the loudest, most capitalized boo in chat that you can put in there. And the reason I always joke about that is because X-ray basically reveals item locations for you, but when you know all the rooms and where the items are, the only real benefit to X-ray at that point is a trick called microwave, which I doubt I will get the opportunity to show you.
Sometimes the microwave can be handy.
I mean, sometimes microwaves are great, when you're hungry.
Yeah, I had to heat up my lunch earlier. Oh no, I didn't ask them in the last run. Let me ask you though. I'll ask right now. What is your favorite sandwich?
My favorite? Ooh, that's a great question. I think my favorite sandwich is a nice turkey with provolone on like sourdough bread.
Ooh.
It's like, yeah, it's a really get me going. I didn't look where the map was. It's comically far away from where I am right now. All right. So we're going to be doing some climbing. Oh, didn't mean to do that. That's fine. What we got here? I didn't mean to freeze you that far up. Come back down here. There we go. Jesus. All right, and then this. Oh, nice. All right, so space jump basically removes any barriers of height for us now because we can infinitely jump as far as I want to, as long as I want to, as long as I keep the proper timing. That is not an example of that. That was a wall jump, but you will probably see some space jumps in action very soon. Okay, let's see. So climbing up, getting further and closer to it. All right, nice. Just out of me not being frustrated.
You got this.
I didn't hear what I want to hear. There we go. All right. This is not supposed to be that hard. I'm just nervous. That's all.
You are doing great. You got this.
Thank you. All right, so let's peek to the left. All I'm wanting right now is exactly what I see. Rooms that get me higher and higher, closer to the map room. Once we get to the map room, we can make some proper decisions about where we want to go. But right now, I just want to climb. Since it looks like it should go in the right direction, I'm going to begrudgingly hit that gate. The reason I kind of hesitated there is because when you go past a gate that requires ammunition like that, if you need to come back to that gate, you can't just shoot it the way you did the first time. There are tricks and setups that allow you to shoot some gates as long as they're facing a certain direction. Oh, I need to go all the way up. All right. Yeah, as long as they're facing a certain direction. But the problem is I'm very well versed with how to do that with the regular Samus sprite. With buff Kirby sprite, it's actually a little bigger than Samus actually is. And so sometimes it can be very difficult to understand where your character is actually positioned. Because although the Kirby sprite is bigger, the hitbox is not. All right, so there's at least one item there, plus one item to my right, actually two to left. Ooh, this is nice. All right, so another thing we're looking for besides all of these icons that I've explained earlier is also we'll be looking for rooms that have these big X's on them. X's are actual objectives that we need to complete. And for us tonight, it is the 4 main bosses, the 4 big space pirates that guard Mother Brain. So we'll need to find all 4 of those rooms and get rid of them pre-Mother Brain showdown. Thank you. All right, let's see what goodies they got over here for us. This is just a reserve tank. I do get to come back around, so this is a one-way, but it's not a scary one-way because I can get back where I need to be. All right, I'm gonna stand right here. All right, lovely. So we have Speed Booster, which is, oh God. All right, well, I got to come back around now.
No.
So yeah, those blocks you see, they break as you fall. And if you do not jump in time, you end up stuck. Again, good thing is we can get right back around. And Speed Booster is super important. So we will absolutely take the time to go and get that. That is fine. I'm probably losing about 2 minutes total. Not a big deal. In the grand scheme of things, I've only had to reload once, so I've been doing pretty good, actually.
Just a little detour. It's fine.
Yeah, that's all. Just showing you all the lovely sprites and tile sets one more time, just in case you didn't catch it the first time. Totally on purpose. All right, so again, we'll break that.
I gotta say, I made a mistake. Chat is making me hungry now with all these sandwiches. Oh man.
You know what? I would say you deserve it, but in about an hour and some minutes, you can absolutely go and treat yourself if you'd like to. All right, so we've got Speed Booster now. I do want to see what this other item is to the right, so we're gonna go and post check that as well, just making sure I will have the last super missiles that I need to get back home, so it's all good. In fact, low-key, when I did this, I should have come here first, but it's okay. It's all right. You know what? Safety. Safety. There's a save room here. I'm gonna go and take it. It's also possible that this health room above me might also have missiles. Sometimes that happens. It's probably in this particular case worth me checking. So let's go take a little peek. Nope, just energy, but I will get it anyway. All right, so things that would make me happy now. I've got all the tanks I need. I've got Ice Beam. I've got Charge Beam. Spazer or Plasma would be nice. Speaking of ice, I can freeze y'all. But yeah, Spazer is kind of like your initial upgrade, and then Plasma is the final upgrade that you get. Pretty much any ammo upgrade would be nice here. Oh, it's Wave. Okay, so not bad. Not the thing that I was asking for, but also absolutely not useless. Wave Beam not only gives you more strength, but also it allows your shots to go through walls and through floors. And so if I need to shoot, like a gate on another side, that's an ammo gate, or if I need to shoot an enemy through a floor, which you're about to see me do shortly, I can do that a little safer than I could previously. Ouch. So you see, I was underneath the floor, but I was able to freeze that enemy because of the wave beam. All right, so now we're gonna take a little trip over to the left, get those 2 items, and then we're out of here. I still would like to find Spazer because I'm remembering that Rex ship is held behind Spazer. So that's an entire location that I can't. I'm not. You know what? I only got 1 super. Let's try it. Can I with 1 super missile get this gate glitch? So normally this should not work. What happens is you can't shoot that because it's on the other side, but if you position it just right. Nope, we didn't get it. And I don't have enough missiles to try it again. But if you position it just right, basically you can get the explosion to go past the point where it's supposed to in the gate, and you end up unlocking it, which would have, oh my God, would have saved us some time. I just need you not to come back over here while I'm trying to spinning to win. Thank you very much. All right, recognizing and realizing that I'm going to need to pick up at least 1 super missile. Hoping you're giving me health. All right, so in an alternative world, I guess we can go up here. I'm definitely going to need a super missile to get back from where I am right now. Oh, you know, hold on. I can farm y'all for a second. After I have enough health, I have 1. I'm going to get another one just for safety's sake. Oh, I have no missiles. All right, never mind. I'm not going to waste that much time. I only need the 1. It's fine. All right, let's go. And this is the final time we do this loop. I have no reason to come back here. Imagine I missed this gate right now. Might actually cry some tears.
So what made you want to do randomizer for this?
So Super Metroid is my second favorite video game of all time. My first being Final Fantasy Tactics. And so if there are other Final Fantasy Tactics fans in chat, make some noise for the remaster coming out soon. Yes, I am very excited. Yes, I'm going to talk about it every chance I get. That being stated, I had never wanted to speed run this game originally because I loved it so much. I didn't want to suck the fun out of it for me by turning it into like this competitive thing where now I'm, like min-maxing and overanalyzing the situation. So I did study like one little like non-major run. I used to do Nintendo Power Percent. But then I learned about map randomizers and I fell in love with the concept because it was like, all right, I don't necessarily have to like turn this into a thing where I start to hate the game because I've got to like practice and find all these tricks so much, but it just makes the same game different every time. And being able to play a game that I've loved for 30 years, but it feels fresh every time. I love it. I absolutely love it. So yeah, that's pretty much what got me into running them. I've been watching other runners like Oats and Goats and Zost and Eddie and all of them do this for a while. And I started doing these in March. So I've only been doing them for like 3 months now, but I really enjoy it.
No, that's a great answer because like you said, it's like it's replaying the same game, but you don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, it's randomized, and so it just gives it that new life. So I love that answer for sure.
All right, quick little pulse check. I am going in the right direction. Yes, I do need this super missile. Make sure I don't burn it. Facts. Yep, thank you. That's exactly what I was looking for. I'm just going to skip over you, actually. That's not what I was trying to do, but that's fine. All right, go through this door. Now we have Meridia right underneath us, which is a different location we can go to. This room is great because these enemies not only replenish you, but 5 of them come at a time and they give you every item that you need in the game. So this is a well-known and very appreciated replenishing room. But before we do that, before we go to Meridia, we got a couple of things that we need to grab in this area. All right, not you. I'm not here for you. All right, so we got at least 1 item here, and it is an item of progression. Fingers crossed for like plasma beam or something great. right, chat. Yeah. What did I ask for? Can I get some booze?
We need those booze in chat.
All right, so at least it's out the way. So that and really realistically, that's good. So now I don't have to worry about it later on when I'm really like scouring for a particular item. I know exactly what it's not. Okay, so the other item is what is this room? Oh, y'all, that's right. Y'all are immune to missiles. Just take some damage and get through here. I just want to see what this, oh gosh. Not without space jump. Matter of fact, I just saved, so perfect timing on that. All right, so instead of going through that room that way, we'll just take the alternative route. Please, Kirby, I know you buff, but you did not skip leg day. At least it doesn't appear that you skipped leg day, and I'm gonna need for you to oh, okay. So this room that I just got out of and we're about to go back in, this is Spawn Spore. Normally when you come into this room, that door will close behind you. This randomizer will not close a door behind you until you've done damage to an enemy, just in case, you know, you're somewhere you're not supposed to be yet. So oftentimes when you come in here, because you're not expecting that door to remain open, you just end up falling right back down it. So Spawn Spore has a window of time where the mouth becomes agape and you can put a missile in. If you time it right, you can even do 2. I did not time it right. But the good thing is we have super missiles, which you normally would not have. In fact, this is the fight that normally is the barrier to you getting your first set of super missiles. But super missiles do a decent amount of damage, and one more will kill. My timing wasn't great, so this was a lot slower than it needed to be, but all the same, should be done right about now. Now, unfortunately, Spore Spawn is not one of the golden 4, so it's not one of the major bosses that I need to kill, but Spore Spawn was in the way of me getting to this item up here. So it had to go. In normal, like in speed runs, so if you remember, there was a room where I said I'm gonna do a mock ball because that's gonna let me get past a gate. If you know that speed run trick, then you never actually have to fight Spore Spawn. Like, you can skip the fight completely because that room in vanilla gives you super missiles right out the rip. So you don't even have to worry about seeing that mini boss. Grappling beam is fine. Grappling beam helps because one of the bosses that we do have to kill, Dragon, there's a way to do a quick kill by grappling onto a wall socket that is currently sparkling with electric energy. I'm just trying to think, do I want to go down this end? Well, yeah, that seems like a faster way to what I'm trying to do. We'll take a little bit of damage going down here. It's fine. Oops. Trying to do that. That wasn't that bad. And this is the room from earlier, just the opposite way. All right, great. So, again, saving for safety. Also, everybody loves the buff Kirby pose. I thought I'd give y'all a few seconds of that. All right. Let's see. We have no more items that I care about here. I still don't have Spazer, so now I've got to make a decision of basically going to Meridia or Criteria. Meridia's right here, so probably the right choice to go ahead and check out. So let's go give them a look-see, see what they've got going on that way.
You know, I agree with chat. We need some gym tips from Kirby because Kirby's seriously buff.
Here's the thing, right? And I think this goes unsaid in the custom sprite community. So the real question is, how did Kirby get this way? Because if you know Kirby, you know Kirby pretty much becomes what Kirby has consumed.
Oh,
and my question is, what poor soul?
Oh, no.
Poor soul is no longer with us so that Kirby could flex their muscles. All right, let's do a little checks here. I'm just kind of spider webbing these bigger rooms to see if anything immediately looks like an item. And then that's not an item. That's definitely a boss. It might be important to know whether or not that boss has an item of progression that I want, because there are 2 guaranteed items in that room, but I will come back. I'll skip you as well for right now. All right, 1 power bomb room, 1 regular room. All right, so that's a larger... As a matter of fact, hold on. Before I do that, because I can peek and see an item that exists in this room. Not here. Here. That's a reserve tank. All right, so I don't need to waste too much time trying to get in there, because I don't think that might come back to bite me later in this run when I say I don't think I need that tank, but maybe I do. All right, map room is actually right down here, and I wasn't paying attention to see that. So I'm actually gonna go back where I was and fall all the way down so we can just peek map, and then we'll see all the things that exist in this area.
So, Prez, we have a new canon for who Kirby has sacrificed.
I'm listening.
It is Conan era Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You know, the build is about right.
The pose, the save pose.
The build. You may be onto something, chat. You may be onto something. Now I want to ask the artist. So, what was the inspiration here? How did we get here? All right, this room is actually going to have 3 items. 1, which is amazing, screw attack. Oh, this room is lovely. Okay, so we just got screw attack and plasma beam in the same room. So screw attack means now when I do these little spins, rather than me just spinning, I can actually destroy enemies simply by touching them. So that is going to make travel a hell of a lot easier. And then plasma beam. Plasma beam is one of the major strength upgrades that turn you into a space pirate eradicator. So we are definitely happy with those 2 things. So much so that I didn't even look to see and realize that room right there, those 2 X's, that's the first objective room. That's Ridley. That's actually the next to last boss in the vanilla game. And you know what? I think we're going to go fight him. I think we're going to go fight Ridley. I'm just trying to determine in my head, do I go save first?
I mean,
I
more
can't
poses.
Remember. Yeah, more poses. I can't remember the last time I saved, so probably the best plan of action. All right, so I would need to go... I would have to go a mighty long way. If I come out of Norfair... All right, I think we can peek back to Norfair real quick, get the save, and then come back and fight. Really, that sounds like a sane plan. So let's get our first objective out the way. This is new to Map Rando, by the way. If you run these, they just did this a couple days ago. But if you pause, you can actually see your objectives. That was not something that normally existed. You just kind of had to know that you had cleared everything, and the way that you knew you didn't is when you went to go fight Mother Brain, and there was a big obstacle in the way that said turn around and figure out where you failed as a speedrunner. So we are going to be checking that periodically just to make sure that I do not lose my count of how many space pirates we have eliminated. All right, save is officially in. Let's go fight Ridley. This is probably one of the earliest Ridley fights that I have done, but also I have a really good setup right now. So unless, and there's nothing to say that it can't go wrong, but unless we just get some real bad RNG, aka I can't aim straight, then we should be able to get Ridley up out of there.
Chat, let's get some hype. Let's get some hype. We're going to believe in Prez. We're going to do this. It's going to be a cakewalk.
And if we get Ridley out, then literally the rest of the game is simple, including Mother Brain. So, all right. Wish me luck.
You got this.
Gotta get through this room first.
Oh no, I made chat hungry again. I said a cakewalk.
Oh, let me go. Loose me. The other thing I don't have is high jump. Or do I have high jump? Actually, I don't know. No, I don't have high jump. So, there's a pattern that I normally do that is kind of dependent on me being able to jump over Ridley. I'm just realizing I don't have that, so I've got to alter my strat a little bit. But it's fine. All we want to see is Ridley becoming more and more of a pinkish, ghoulish color. Also, we want me to get my charges correctly, which I've not been timing well. Please come down here. There we go. Ridley's not going to quite get as pink as Kirby is, but pretty close. There you go. Ridley is dead.
Okay, I was worried. I was like, that was some strong commentator curse.
You were rightfully so to be worried, trust me. But we got it. All right, so now let me get back up here. Space jump without high jump, kind of not great. Okay, so things we need to do. One, not die. Let's focus on that. Secondly, there's an item to my left and I need to get a plan of action. All right, if I go, I'm not gonna go and fight GT from this side. All right, I'm gonna go down through this water area, go and save while I'm down there, and then we can come back around and we can fight Golden Chorizo. Now, there's a trick to that fight where basically you can pretty much take little to no damage at all. Why is that? Oh, the save room is on the other side. Oh, that's blasphemous. Okay, that, it's fine. It's fine. We'll just get as much health as we can along the way. I don't think I need full tanks for GT. In fact, I really shouldn't need any real health at all. But, again, things can go wrong. So you got to be as prepared as possible. All right, let me slow roll in here to see what this. Hey, look, it's high jump boost. The item I was just saying I would like to have. Great. All right, come on down here. Come on, where you at? Am I? Oh. So the thing about this fight is Golden Chorizo kind of trolls you casually because up to this point, super missiles have been like your strongest line of defense. And when you try to shoot a super missile at Golden Chorizo, it literally just grabs it and throws it back at you. So you're kind of like, I'm in danger. The thing about it is Plasma Beam really runs through this beast. And so that is Golden Chorizo. I did it a little sloppy because I knew I had more than enough energy to be fine there. All right, so I'm not entirely upset. Again, it wasn't like the best item in the world because I technically didn't need high jump. Like space jump gets me everywhere I need to go. I think we go to, let's see, if I come out of Brinstar now. Oh no, I still need Spazer. No. I need a Spazer for a wreck ship. So we can go to Criteria now. Criteria, the way the map rando is built, Criteria is guaranteed to be where your ship is. You just have to find where in Criteria. Because if you didn't recognize, we did not start the game next to our spaceship like you would in vanilla. So part of it is not only finding all of the bosses to defeat, but also finding out how to get home. Now, if we are tremendously lucky, and I don't expect it, so I'm not trying to put that energy in the air, but if we're super lucky, then there will actually not just be our ship, but there'll actually be some bosses for us to defeat over in Criteria as well, and that would simplify this rando by quite a bit. But again, not so much expecting it, just putting it out there.
You never know.
All right, so heading. Oh, that's why they had the caution sign. So sometimes you'll see when I'm going through a gate, there'll be a little caution sign. That caution sign is letting you know if you go through here, there's a good chance that either you're not coming back out or you may just be killed right on the spot. And they were warning me, oh God, they were warning me that those gold powers are right there to rock my world, but we're good. All right, regular missiles. Where is the... Oh, no, there's ship. Map is to the left. Cool. All right, let's... Kirby is so particular about bodybuilding that we even... going into the ship, we got to hit that pose. Just to let you know it's that serious. All right, so now... we're just gonna go to the left here because I saw the map was up and to the left, so I am hoping. Oh, hey, look, it's another friend. All right, so this is Kraid. This is another one of the golden 4 that we need before we can fight and defeat Mother Brain. So let's see if we can get a quick kill here. I haven't fought Kraid in a while. Nope. All right, so that's fine. Let you come up here. Actually, it might be faster for me to plasma beam you than to super missile. Do you want to? All right, I missed, of course. There we go. One shot, one kill. All right, so now we have 2 of our objectives done. We got to find Phantoon and Dragon and then Mother Brain, and then we are done. So Phantoon is unique in that we will know when Phantoon is nearby. All of the save rooms and map rooms you've seen so far, we've been able to kind of access without any issue, right? When we come up to Phantoon, we'll probably find a map room or a save room that's non-functional. And that's letting you know that Phantoon is nearby. The lore there is that when you find Phantoon in the regular game, Phantoon is ducked off in wrecked ship. And in the wrecked ship, the reason it's wrecked is because Phantoon is siphoning all of the energy of the ship to keep themselves alive. Also, those 4 X's that you see right there, that is Mother Brain. That is the final thing that we need to do. We don't need to do it now, obviously, because we know we haven't completed all the objectives, but we just found Mother Brain, which is great. Also, it's right next to the ship, which is even more lovely. I really appreciate the RNG here because I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be completely honest. Practice today has been absolutely awful. When I tell you I've been getting the worst seeds, the longest seeds, it has been a nightmare. And I was just like, Lord, please don't do this to me.
You're getting that
tonight.
Showtime luck.
Yeah, I am absolutely getting Showtime luck right now. And I am thankful. I'm very thankful for that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and save now that we have cleared 2 of 4. And let me think about what's next. So we could get more super missiles. We could go around real quick. I guess we could, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to waste time. We're going to go back to Brinstar. Where have I not been? Turian, right? I haven't been to Turian. I need to locate the T on the map. T on the map. Where are you? You're all the way over here. Of course you are. All right, so we need to get to Norfair. We can do that through Brinstar, and we can get to Brinstar right up there. Fantastic. Also, that's right is also hilarious to me.
Oh my gosh. What?
I think that's from the Super Nintendo Kirby Dream Land. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. I just always figured it had something to do with it because he's kind of like laid out, like he's taking a nap. But it cracks me up every single time. All right. What did I say? The T. Is that what I said? That is what I said. But first, I must get to Norfair through Meridia. It's a very convoluted path I must take. But at least we can go up here. Game, I said at least we can. There we go. Please, like, what are we doing right now? All right, let's get up here. And the good thing about this is normally you would be kind of stuck here if you don't have wave beam. We got wave beam a long time ago, so we were able to re-escape that room without any issue. That has been a run ender for me, realizing that I was stuck there and just being defeated. Like, you know what? I just lost 30 minutes of progress.
Oh.
Yeah, it was demoralizing. It really was. All right, so we're just going back here just because this is going to get us to this elevator very quickly. There we go. Okay, so at this point, I do have everything that I need. I have every single item required to complete the game. So literally, we are just locating bosses, killing bosses, and then coming back and finishing off Mother Brain, and then that is going to be the end. I'm not saying that the end is very soon. I'm just saying while I'm thinking about it, shout out again to everybody who was a part of this this event. Yes. The Black in the Flash community, all of the talent, all of the speedrunners, all of the people who hosted, like, it's been such a phenomenal thing. And I've genuinely have been happy watching and seeing everybody like showcase their talents, and people were all nervous and I'm so scared for my run, and then absolutely just came out here and did their thing, and it definitely deserves some applause. So again, shout out to all y'all inspired me to continue to be great.
Absolutely.
I'm thankful for that.
No, absolutely. It's been a blast. And like Prez just said, Black in a Flash, super big community that uplifts and connects Black speedrunners of all levels, hosting special events throughout the year to raise money for charity and celebrate Black voices in the speedrunning scene. You can learn more or apply to get involved at gdq.gg/BAF and follow blackinaflash.bsky.social on Blue Sky for the latest updates. Or as you can also see !BAF in chat. And like you said, Prez, I've just seen so much Black joy this weekend, and it has been amazing.
Yeah, and again, do not be intimidated by speed running. Like, I have seen so many people pick this up and be good at it, and it's not about getting at the top of a leaderboard all the time or getting a world record. Sometimes it's just about doing something really cool with a video game that you like. Like, it's really neat to watch what people are capable of finding and figuring out with these video games. I'm always astonished, even with the games that I play. We'll go this way, I guess. Did I get that last one? I feel like I did. I did not. I know I didn't hear it.
Oh, and I forgot to mention, we play Wordle. I have to mention that every time. We play Wordle. It's almost time for a new Wordle day.
It is almost time. You know what's funny? So Wordle really just came out of the blue. Like, we were in there like talking about Juneteenth, talking about like all the games we play, all these cool little things, just as a nice little community. And then suddenly somebody is like playing Wordle, and I'm like, what's this? Because when I tell you, I used to be a part of the Wordle fanatics like every single day.
Same. Same.
Yeah. I was like, every time I think I'm out the game, they bring me back in. But no, we have a lot of fun. We would love to have you come and join the community as well. Definitely consider it. All right, so we are just taking our time. Actually, yeah, we'll peek this door real quick, see what it is. It's an E-tank. I'll go a little further, see what's going on up here. There's a possibility that this might actually be leading to the map. Yeah, I think this might actually have been the proper path. All right, well, we've got to let our good friend here do his job. And this is the slowest part of any run that this thing is involved in. So if you had anything else of importance that you would like to announce.
You know, I did. He's chugging along, but I did want to let y'all know, in case y'all missed it earlier, the legendary, highly speedrunnable Super Meat Boy is back. And after 15 years, we can die and die again in 3D. It's coming to PC and console early 2026, which may be the time that he finishes up here.
It feels like it. It definitely feels like it, man. When I tell you, I used to play the original Meat Boy on on the website that everybody used to play it on, but man, that game took so much of my time, a little bit of my sanity, but mostly my time. But it's very fun. The movement is great. Okay, so remember earlier I was talking about a map room that won't work. That's that room. That means Fantoon is somewhere close by. Might be this room. Usually it's not too far away. It's not this room, but I do want to check what this item is, though. So let's go down here real quick. This is an E-tank. Not what I needed, but also not a problem to have received it. Now, in order to get back out of this room, I must kill all of these, including you up here. Poor you. All right, now we can get back out.
I just want to echo off of PT in chat there. Yeah, speed runs, challenge runs, bingo randomizers, RPGs, any kind of showcase that just shows you as Black excellence in a video game. We want to see it.
Bingo randomizer is funny, given if any of you saw Cypher's run of Tiny Toon Adventures. That was definitely bingo randomizer. All right, so Fantoon does this thing where it's kind of phased out. You can't do any damage to it. And when this eye opens, that is when you can do damage. And there's 9 different patterns of varying percentages that can pop up as far as how Fantoon appears. So there's a little bit of, there's a lot of RNG involved in this fight, but it's not extremely difficult. You know what? I just realized I could have done something else, but in the effort of time, I'm just going to do that instead. So earlier I was talking about a trick called microwave that you can do with X-ray. I just didn't want to not get it and then extend this longer than it needed to be. But the idea is when you have plasma, which you would normally never have in this fight, but if you have plasma, you can basically shoot off a shot. And while that shot is over Fantoon's sprite, you can continuously trigger the X-ray. And what happens is damage kind of continuously accrues up and until, oh God, it's so harder to do with Kirby. There we go. But yeah, damage will continually accrue until basically you one-shot Fantoon. But now that we have killed Fantoon, we can check this map room and see what else is here. All right, so one item of progression, it would be either Spazer or spring ball, it's worth me going to check because I know, oh wait, hold on. There's an item to my left too. I was about to skip right over that. So I'm looking for Spazer. It's the only thing I care about. If Spazer's behind this door, we're going directly to Rex Ship at that point. My assumption, in fact, I don't think there's any other option. Perfect. I don't think there's any other option but for Dragon to be at Rex Ship. So we're going to go and see if we can find her. Hopefully she is not hiding too deep in the trenches. We'll go exactly the way we came. Don't think there's a quicker way. Unfortunately, we are blocked off by the very... oh, wait, hold on. I'm bugging. Spazer, never mind. I'm just kidding. Literally forgot I just picked up the item. That being stated, though, let me switch back over the plasma because plasma is actually the stronger combination, but I will need Spazer to open up the doors in question. All right, so now we will run as fast as we can, bike.
Oh, and gosh.
Then we... yeah, you thought you were done with that.
They're talking about it in chat too.
Nice. I love that. Good job, chat. Good job. That is why y'all are the best, chat. I want you to know that. If nobody else told you today, you're awesome. I'm gonna take this save real quick. Mostly because I just wanted y'all to see the pose again, if nothing else. And then we are slowly but surely just making sure I'm not wrong. Yeah, we're going straight down. Listen, me personally petitioning for the bike t-shirt. I just feel like that's what I need in my life. I don't think I need anything else.
So one of my commentators, Hannah, I think she is genuinely going to be working on that. So
Hannah, if you are listening to me right now, I want you to know that you would make me a very happy man if you would just simply make this a reality. So consider it, please.
Who knew that I would even submit a bike speed run?
Look at you now. Look at you now. I know this is probably spring ball, but I figure there's no harm in getting it. It's literally here. Why not? Also, hitting those those spikes, that is harmful. That was not intentional. All right, so if I go down to Norfair, then from Norfair, wait, where's from Norfair, I need to come down to Brinstar, right? Yep, and then to Meridian. Bike, water bottle with a 90s style headband. I am here for it. I'm here for any and everything that we are talking about right now. Please give me more. As you see Kirby on his bike, trying to go as fast as he can. He might actually even hit Estimate. Who knows? Estimate right now is wholly dependent on how long I gotta search for Miss Dragon, because not only does she give attitude, but she likes to hide out. Get out my face. So most of the reason I got Spring Ball was for this very room, because if you don't have it, you gotta kind of go through a convoluted process to get those crustaceans out your face, and I ain't got time for all that. I'm just gonna wait for you to come on down.
Oh, and chat's mentioning your knowledge in that trivia. It was amazing. I still have to say justice for Namu, but you know, that's me.
You know, First of all, thank you. I appreciate that, and I appreciate that, chat. But I want to say Namu pulling out Chrono Trigger, not having any idea that it was actually Chrono Cross, legitimately caught me off guard. Like, I know y'all heard it. That was such a genuine reaction. I could not hold it back. But no, I enjoyed that so much, and Namu did a phenomenal job as well. But no, thank you. Some of the things, like, I was genuinely surprised when I saw World of Horror, because the way I adore that video game, that's the last thing that I thought was gonna be shown to me. But yeah, no, it was a wonderful time. I think this should be faster. All right, so if we go, I can't go backwards to that room. It's fine. It's all right. Visually, it made sense, and then I realized logically it does not, but it's cool. We are still going to the same location. It's maybe 30 seconds slower than we intended. Ouch.
I don't know if I want to read J-Rock's comment.
What did J-Rock say?
I don't know. It's reminding me of cursed foods. That's what I'm hoping is happening.
I'm sorry. So that's maybe not as, you know what? Never mind. It is as bad as it sounds. But it's literally it's just an eggplant. Okay. It's just an eggplant.
Well,
just very purple eggplant. The funny thing is that the eggplant starts purple, so then when you find the purple suit, it ends up turning white. It's very funny. All right, sorry, my brain shut off for like 2 seconds, but I remember. We are going. You listen, J-Rock, it's all your fault. All right, so we are heading all the way down here, finally now in possession of the Spazer. We can get to what I really hope is our final location, because unless I am just brain farting and not remembering another place I could be. All right, Dragon, where you at? All right. Dragon's right here. Great. Oh, that's wonderful. All right, so we won't be doing a lot of searching because the fight is here.
Yeah. just chilling, waiting.
Just chilling, waiting. If I could shoot properly, there we go. So the quick kill here, I have this grappling hook. You'll see as I do that, I can latch onto it and I will lose life. That is because I'm being shocked. However, Dragon, she's very much a where's my hug person. And so when she comes to get her hug, but I don't need it on, no. I need you to go the other way. So when she swoops from the right side, looking for a hug, we're gonna let it happen. And then we are going to give her a very shocking moment.
Oh.
Now, as you're going up here, Dragon will hit you. On average, you usually get about 3 hits. At almost worst case scenario, you get 5. Today, Dragon decided to be nice and gave us absolutely nothing. That's never happened, by the way. I have never, in the entirety of all the times I have done this randomizer, Dragon has never not hit me at all. This has been one of the best RNG nights maybe of all time, at least for me personally. So we're gonna take it because now we can go and fight Mother Brain. So we'll go up here. Oh, you know what? I didn't say the thing. That's never happened before.
Yo. He said it. Chad, he said it.
I just realized, I was like, that's never happened before. Okay. Yeah, so this is why I normally get rid of ice, because I can shoot these things on the way up and not worry about that little fraction of a second where I'm not protected by screw attack, but it's all right. All right, so chat, let's get some Mother Brain hype in chat because we are pretty much on our way out the door. I know I gave a little bit of a sentimental commentary about 40 minutes ago, but this is real. This is just about to be it.
I gotta say, chat was trying to figure out how long it was gonna be to escape.
So the escape timer is probably going to be high because there's a setting there for map rando reasons, just to give you enough time to escape depending on your plans. I literally, here's Mother Brain, here's us, effectively 3 rooms away. So it should be like a minute and some change worth of escape time, if that. And it is time to get on that bike.
Again?
I
don't know if I want to host from the bike right now.
You know, if you were able to effectively host and talk and get all of your blurbs out with no issue, you might be the greatest host of all time. Like, you just take it. Pat Sajak, who Alex Trebek, what are we talking about? All right, we're going to do a little trick here, hopefully successfully the first time, so I can skip over this room. Didn't get it right the first time. Did get it right the second time. Perfect. So those things are called Zebs, and if you skip it, then none of the other Zebs that are supposed to be in the room will load, which makes this room a lot easier and requires way less missiles. And because I didn't go missile hunting, it's kind of important that I got that. All right. And here we go. Final boss of the game.
Sorry. No, so they're guessing times, and then J-Rock comes in and says, "You're watching the infamous Yoshi killer."
Chat, believe nothing you hear. Part of what you may have seen.
No, I support it.
You're still alive?
What is Yoshi there for?
An ends to a means. All right, that is going to be Mother Brain. That's not time because we still got to escape, but Mother Brain's done. I took extra damage there because you have to survive 3 blocks of damage, and then Mother Brain will take time to damage you down to nothing. So it's better for you just to do it on your own, get down to absolutely nothing and speed that. Also for the rando, you don't have to do the 3rd phase. It gets skipped, as you can see. All right, so now, oops. Oh God, I promise I know how to do, there we go. And then we just get on over here. And over here. Time is going to be when Kirby is flexing as he exits on his very, very lovely pink spaceship. And that is going to be in 3, 2, 1, time. That is Super Metroid Randomizer.
GG.
Thank you. Oh man. So let me say a couple of things. First of all, Games Done Quick, thank you so much again for having me on once again. My first time ever doing a speed run for any show, any showcase whatsoever was GDQ Juneteenth, which was a huge honor last year. It was wonderful to be able to come back, not only to open the show, but also to close it. PT, you are amazing at what you do, and I'm just so happy to see all of the great people that you brought together. I'm happy to have met all of you, and can't wait to do more. We've been conversing and talking about things that we may run in the future, maybe even for Back to Black. So it's definitely not the end. It's not the last that you will see of me by a long shot. Again, shout out to all the people who have supported me, my community, the administration. I appreciate y'all very, very much. Shout out to y'all for making this possible and allowing me to, again, run this on real console. It was a blast to be able to do. I'm very thankful, very thankful for everything that's led up to this point. And again, continue to fight and put out effort to make sure that minority voices are heard, make sure that all of the people out here who are struggling to be seen and all of the things that are happening in the world, those voices continue to get lifted. Continue to fight for trans rights, for black rights, for minority rights, just because we exist and all of you deserve to exist. And I hope that nothing that is happening in the world right now deters you from feeling like you're wanted or that you belong in this space. So continue to lift your head high and continue to find joy in life where joy can be found. Champ, anything else for you?
Goodness gracious, I had a list written and you blew it out of the water. But no, y'all make sure that you are following Prez. This was an amazing randomizer run. Buff Kirby with those boots or pants, whatever they may be. Prez, thank you so much. This has been quite a send-off to the marathon, to the Juneteenth celebration. Just wow. So I guess I will go through my list. PT's already yelling not to mention them. You're mentioned in the list. So it's a big shout out to all the runners, all the amazing runs we have seen this weekend. My fellow host, including obviously Thor, obviously Bees, J-Rock, and Ash. And also when Ash was cosplaying as me at one point, so that was a moment. Shout out to Bees and Ryudo for all the awesome interviews, the game show, just everything this weekend has been an absolute blast. The commentators on everyone's runs have been just a delight of knowledge, as you saw with Prez though. Who needs a commentator? He has all the knowledge right up here. It was amazing to see that. Shout out to Yeti and Tantrum. Again, this shirt is back. Make sure you're typing an exclamation Yeti. You can get this shirt, exclamation Tantrum. A lot of cool stuff there as well. Big shout out to Tech Crew. I feel like I have been a pain to deal with this weekend, but Tech Crew hasn't yelled at me. Only PT, who fired me, but I'm still here apparently. Obviously everyone at GDQ for making this possible. And yes, PT and Limey for putting this entire event together. They have been working tirelessly for months on this. I promise you, I've been seeing so much of the background of it. And for accepting a silly run like playing plate up on an exercise bike. It's been absolutely amazing to be here with all of you this weekend, and I'm ready for the next event. We got to see what the next event is. I think PT said something may be coming in between now and Back to Black, but if not, welcome back to Black. But for now, that is the end of our Juneteenth celebration this year. Thank you all for watching.